Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Diddy Kong here once again.
And I'm Pinkie Pie here. Hey everypony and everyone else for that matter, welcome back for some more of the Messy Toys videos.
So yes, welcome back to more Let's Play of Mario Party Star Rush for the Nintendo 3DS/Nintendo 2DS, and even a new Nintendo 3DS, and even new Nintendo 2DS XL coming up soon. So anyways, last time we actually did manage to showcase off is the Coin Avalon. Even though the only challenge we actually got into is this actually the 6th challenge, because that we actually did this on the, we actually just showing you case off the actual mode actually looks like, and also we did manage to showcase off all the coin bonus mini games, and also the addition to Bowser's Gold Live mini games. Well, the only one exception we haven't showcased off, and that was Bowser's Fire Hazard, but we only did showcase off just only 2 of them in that mode. So as you can see, that we actually did manage to select Luigi in this little Bazaar or Blossom menu this time around, because we'll get to that in the end of the entire playthrough, because we need to actually finish this Let's Play until at some point during summer. So anyway, so today for this episode, we're about to continue on and move on to the new mode, which is called Balloon Bash. Sort of familiar with this mode? Well, we'll tell you exactly what this mode is going to be like, but first things first, you do have the exact same character rosters from, Coin Avalon, and especially noticeable in the other modes for that as well. But even though that's all there is to be expected to see how this is going. So, anyways, let's go ahead and just use our amiibo. So today, amiibo section is that we're going to be bringing up is that each amiibo brings a special item when it appears. So, yeah, think of like how it does it in the Toad Scramble mode. Except that we need to actually just cooperate and try to deal with the special dice blocks. So even then though, that today's player session is going to be Mario, since last time we actually played as Mario was actually formed off the final board in the actual game. So even then, well, as far as Toad Scramble is concerned. So as for the opponents wise, we might actually go for a little bit of an obstacle or something like that, or maybe just a little bit more likely a identical people to each other. Because take for instance, let's go ahead and use Luigi, and let's just go for Wario and Waluigi for the Hatch Brothers. While we get to the next video, which should be the next board, we're actually going to be picking the girls team. So even then though, that we're actually going to be doing that. And the third and final board, we'll have to go for the wacky animal type of characters, except Toad, because Toad is actually a mushroom head. So yeah, let's just see how this works. So as you expected, we're going to go from hard mode, so let's just see how this goes. So let's get started. So right off the bat though, we actually have a selection of 3 different boards. One board consists of a fish-shaped map, and also map 2 consists of a pipe-filled map, and also the third and final map is going to be a zigzagging map. So we'll go for it all in one. City Venendo will showcase off all 3 of these maps. So, and if you click on rounds, you can actually tell how much rounds you're going to be setting on. Like for instance, you can set it either for 10 rounds, or 20 rounds, or 30 rounds. So, let's go ahead and say right now, we're going to go for 20 rounds, because it might actually feel very familiar to you. So, anyways, let's get started with map number 1, a fish-shaped map. So, if you remember from Toad Scramble mode from the beginning of the Let's Play, that you know the fact that we actually going to be still have the ability to walk around in the board without any of these little consequences or something like that. Well, no longer going to have to deal with this little teammate shenanigans this time, so win coins to trade for stars. Whoever gets the most stars ready wins. Ready? Let's do this. And that's all the explanation. So, if you remember playing through any other old Mario Party games of old, well, this is how this entire mode is actually played for. So, right off the bat though, we actually got ourselves, obviously, oh yeah, we actually got ourselves the actual item itself. So let's go ahead and just take the gold dice block from now on. And also, oh yeah, you can only use 1 item at a time. So, however though, unlike how it does in Toad Scramble mode though, however, that you can actually keep that golden dice block until forever. However though, it's only limited amount of like one item per use. So, anyways, in order to actually proceed to minigames, however, you need to actually just to win those specific minigames, just to actually touch one of those little coin balloons. Something a little bit similar to how it does it from the other mode ago. So, well, we basically pretty much played through all these minigames, exactly the same minigames. So let's go for a jump to conclusion again. But even then, this time around though, we're gonna be doing with Luigi, Mario, and Wario and Waluigi. So let's get started.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, here we go. Alright, so take your time, just in case if we did not actually just knocked off by the PD Piranha or the Piranha Creeper or something like that. So yeah, just keep a little bit of a patency going on. So, oh, another new record. But even then, conveniently enough though, on the exactly same minigame too. Which is pretty weird if you ask me, so even then though, yeah.
New record.
Alright then. And also in addition to, if you actually scan in for one of those amiibos, not to mention it keeps your, not to mention you get yourselves a special dice block to begin with. It also allows you can actually get yourselves a double dice set, much like it does in Toad Scramble mode. But unlike in Toad Scramble mode though, however, you don't actually keep your special dice block forever, so it's not just a matter of just only one usage, so that's a little bit of a more likely, a little bit of a difference here compared to how it does it from the other modes, well specifically Toad Scramble mode, so but even then, this is pretty much exactly like how it does in Toad Scramble mode, except the fact that it plays exactly like the actual Mario Party game. But the only noticeable difference though, however, is that it don't have teammates with you. But even then though, it's basically a stars and coins trader side of things. So yeah, you can also grab yourselves a 5 coin balloon bonus, but you can also grab yourselves a 10 coin balloon. So, basically we already played those games immediately, so let's go for Pop Quiz. I think we actually played this before. Yeah, I'm guessing we pretty much played this game before. Conveniently enough though, the only 3 minigames we haven't showcased off is that there was actually one from, although we will discuss more on that later. So anyways, time for question trivia.
Start.
Alright, so round 1. Yeah, it has been quite a few days since where we actually gonna come back to this, because obviously that, you know, Sonic Heroes Let's Play is about to be up, and every once in a while that's how it should be, so. And also not judging by the fact that how that we need to actually get this game done until almost in summer, because obviously we have been delayed from that game for, you know, for the entire Let's Play department, like, let's say a couple amount of times, that's why we need to actually upload this, this entire Let's Play of Mario Party Star Rush until for quite some time now. So, anyway though, so, quite a few things we're going to discuss about for you guys is the fact that, oh, we need to concentrate on this one. And it looks like who explores the third? I think this should be A. Yeah, because the one that, oh, anyone else did pick it. Oh, interesting. Probably we picked the exactly same answer to each other. Anyway, a few things I want to mention is the fact that recently we've actually got ourselves quite new things in here and there, although there's only one new DVD we actually got. Granted, that film did manage to release until almost 6 years old. You know exactly what the film I'm talking about. It's basically called Cars 2, which, despite the fact that how that film is easily the weakest Pixar films in the entire franchise, but even then though, that because of this we actually got ourselves Cars 2 just to begin with, it's probably because of Cars 3 is going to be released until some time, which even then though we actually got ourselves quite a few days left until upon releasing, so that's as far as memories goes, that's all there's to it, so, oh, can we get ourselves a +2 space? Oh, right. We actually got ourselves that one? So yeah, if you land on the 2+ space, this way it allows you to actually advance 2 spaces forward, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. So you still have this little items ever since Toad Scramble mode, so oh yeah, one thing I'm actually noticed something right off the bat though is that differently from any other Mario Party games, excluding Mario Party 10 Amiibo Party mode, the way in order to actually buy some stars is that you need to actually trade like 10 coins per star. And however, if you actually try to purchase like 2 stars, you actually have to pay like 20 coins. And the 3-star balloon should be up any moment. And that way you should able to actually get it until when it gets, in order to actually get it, you need to actually pay like 30 coins. So that's quite a lot of like coins in order to grab. But even then though, that's all there's to really say about this here. If someone managed to grab themselves, as you can see on the top left screen, oh, Luigi, why did you do that? Yeah, if you don't have enough coins, the coin balloon or the star balloon managed to get away, so...
Anyway, if someone else can actually get ourselves both the 10 coin bonus and the 5 coin balloon bonus, sometimes you actually get yourselves a boss battle to begin with. So for instance, that we're going to be doing a teams of 2 versus 2.
Right now, we're doing a team up against with, we're teaming up with Luigi against with the Warrior Brothers.
That makes it more perfect sense.
And yet again, we have to deal with this Chemic, boss battle minigame.
Thankfully though, whenever you deal with the boss battles in this specific mode in Balloon Bash, then you should be able to deal the boss battles' health a little bit.
So, no need to actually deal with these boss battles within a full amount of health, so...
Okay, so we need to keep an eye on these little 3-arrow cards, so just in case if that's almost gonna screw us up.
Okay, so we need to definitely gonna pick that one.
Okay, so we're doing pretty well so far.
I think you only do have like 1 card per use, so...
Thanks to you don't actually deal with a teammate this time around,
although you're still able to retain yourself as a teammate when it comes to winning those certain minigames, specifically in some boss battle minigames.
Sometimes you have to deal with this stuff, so even then, that's all there's to really say about this here.
We're getting sick of getting these boss battles minigames just to begin with at this point, ladies and gentlemen, because we already seen these minigames quite a lot of times, thanks to Toad Scramble mode. But even then, we did win by...
Oh wow, that's an insane amount of points we got there.
But once you win those specific boss battle minigames with your partner with you, you actually get yourselves 10 coins each.
So, yeah, it's pretty worth knowing for it.
So yeah, despite the fact that how Cars Series actually is the weakest Pixar film that's ever existence, which I agree onto that, but apart from that though, that because of this, we're actually doing ourselves a Cars retrospective for the first film, the second film, and the third film once that film comes out, so... Even then though, recently, that they managed to actually announce there's going to be a clip on the on Demolishing Derby, which is kind of a more likely interesting scene.
But even then though, we'll never know until when we're actually going to properly see that, until when proper film comes out. So,
anyways, we're going to use our Poison Mushroom to Luigi so that... Oh, Wario actually got the star balloons.
But somehow Wario does not have enough coins though, however, so kudos to him.
Oh gee, I wonder who activated the Coinado.
If I remember rightly, it's definitely Wario for sure.
Oh wait, I think Wario managed to get himself his first star.
Yeah, so we pretty much had the tie for first place. Well, not exactly, because we actually got more coins than him.
So every now and then, that it goes vice versa if you actually get even more coins and even more stars as a result, so even then though.
But yeah.
Okay, so this is a minigame we have not played yet. Top it off.
This is a minigame we have not played yet for the entire playthrough.
So let's see how this minigame plays out.
Be first to grab the right card, so yeah, let's get started.
Alright, so you have to be fast in this, because if you went too slow on this, then you probably won't get in points, so...
Wario got the point.
Yeah, it's that whoever beats the first in order to actually obtain a card first, so... That's how this minigame works. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of concentration on this minigame as a result, too.
So yeah, if you get the wrong card, then basically you will subtract the points, so you just have to be very cautious.
Alright, so we're doing not too bad, it's despite the fact that Luigi actually gets this point.
If you do miss times, then you obviously won't get a point. Well, you don't get subtract, luckily, but if you pick the wrong card, then obviously you will subtract points, so
yeah, keep an eye out.
But yeah, every now and then, they start to actually now added in the L and R buttons every now and then, but even then, that's the only major premise of this.
Seriously, this setting does remind me of almost related to Greedy Eats minigame.
Oh yeah, exactly, but except the fact that we don't deal with cookies, but except that we're going to be dealing with, it's just a bunch of cards, so...
I kind of wish that how the next Mario Party game is going to be involving through the card system, although last time they actually did use the card system was actually a form of back in Mario Party Island Tour, which is the both boards which all consist of Chemic's Carpet Ride and also Shy Guys Shuffle City, so that's the only last time we actually did manage to get those particular stuff. Oh, aha, yes.
Hooray, we actually got ourselves some star balloons for a change.
So yeah, sometimes though, much like how it does in a partner system in a Toad Scramble mode,
sometimes that the opponents can either bypass them first, while other times they manage to actually did not get a chance by getting them, so There we go, we got ourselves 3 stars. But yeah, since they managed to make Balloon Bash a hell of a lot more faster and simple than the likes of how it does it in the old school Mario Party games, is the fact that the obviously major premise of this is that you don't have to necessarily wait for your turn this time around, because it obviously makes perfect sense. Because unlike in any old school Mario Party games, that you will have to wait for your— Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We deserve like getting back for 1 space away. And we'll definitely take 5 coins, because we actually did manage to place out that 1 coinado with us. So that way we should able to get more coins in the process. So I'm guessing that Luigi's definitely gonna get himself his first star, so yeah, thanks to this little 10 coins. I don't really think that, unlike in any other Mario Party games, excluding Mario Party 10 Amiibo Party, there's not an option that you can either just get a star or not. So that's the only major differences between those particular parts anyway. Alright, roll for moles again. So even then though, that last time we actually did done this minigame, we did that tremendously awful. But even then though, let's just hope we can get this time around. Alright, so we need to give ourselves a little bit of a pattern here.
Perfect.
Alright, looking good so far? Another perfect, sweet!
Alright, now what we need to wait out for is actually the final round.
Oh, that was just awful.
Yeah, terrible indeed.
I always found the 3rd and final round is easily the hardest. But even then, that's only because of the timing aspect is a little bit too strict. But oh well. We did try, I suppose. But even then though, that we actually got ourselves 2 more minigames to actually just to showcase off. One involves around the main focus is on the bottom screen, while the other one is considerably, it's a little bit more luck based than you have to think about it. If I recall correctly, it's a tough choice between Waluigi and Wario decided to get that coin, the star balloon. So I'm guessing Waluigi's trying to get it though. But even then, no, we don't know exactly for sure. Oh, you thief. Sometimes it can be a little bit too obnoxious at one point, especially noticeable when if you know, trying to actually get something a little bit too important for you, then a lot of people, or a lot of these computer opponents gets it first before you, so that's a little bit annoying there, but even then, that's all there's to be expected. Much like Toad Scramble mode, you're still able to actually retain yourselves a little bit of a dual event, which what that means is that you need to actually deal with the I'm assuming the exactly same dual minigames as far as Toad Scramble mode is concerned, but even then though, the major difference was though is that you don't actually steal a partner system, instead, you actually steal coins, so that's a little bit of a major difference though anyway. Okay, corkscrew climb, so even though last time that most likely it doesn't roll for moles, we did that pretty terrible in the end. So let's just hope if we get in first place this time, expecting that the amps are going to be in the end. Alright, so we're going to be first this time around, so... Oh, that was really too early. I'm not sure if it's possible to actually win this minigame without doing absolutely nothing. Although I do know the fact that, a lot of people seem to actually achieve that. But even then though, that's still, it's incredibly hard to actually just to see what's up ahead. Even especially noticeable that if you did the wrong timing, with the badly timed jump, then sometimes you actually ended up going for a 3rd place all the time, which is pretty situational if you're actually trying to actually win those minigames so badly. But even then though, sometimes it's really hard to win those things sometimes. But I digress. So yeah, that's it for not much to say about Cars 2 that we actually did manage to go. But even then though, we're just getting this just for curiosity's sake for something like that. And also judged by the fact that, of course, retrospective, that, you know, the 3rd film will be on its way, so... But even then, though, we actually got ourselves, just only a month left in North America, and also for the likes of, a couple of days left in the United Kingdom version, so... That should probably expect that at this point. And this might actually be the boss battle time, because me and Luigi did manage to, grab the, not to mention that we actually got ourselves the 5 coin balloon bonus, but Luigi also got ourselves a 10 coin bonus, so I wonder what teammate we can actually get this time around. Okay, so me and Waluigi this time, so we're doing this like an opposite teammate. Okay, so what boss battle minigame do we have? Oh, of course we have ourselves a Bowser Jr. minigame.
The only boss battles you don't actually deal with is the last 3 Bowser minigames, because it's obvious.
Okay, so let's go ahead and ground pound those switches.
So yeah, you only have to deal with just on the first phase, luckily though, so you don't have to necessarily deal with the second phase, so...
Yeah, pretty obvious, and it makes it a little bit more quicker instead of like in Toad Scramble mode. Just makes it more likely. Sometimes it may take a little bit longer, while other times though, however though, it might actually just overstay the welcome, mainly due to Kamek minigame. But even then though, that's all that's to be expected.
Okay, so we're pretty much almost up. Waluigi, stop doing that. I want you to help me here, not just screwing us up.
This definitely goes to the last point. Oh, wait. There's still a last chance.
If only that Bowser Jr. gets in our way.
Okay, good job, Waluigi.
But at least we managed to win by 15 points by the other team, though.
I don't think there's actually a story period on after we defeat certain bosses.
Because, you know, obviously, the main premise of this particular mode itself is that you're still able to actually retain yourself some stars, but a lot of times, though, you have to do a combination of the collecting stars and also collecting coins along the way, too. So yeah, that's as far as memories goes with this mode in general, that's all there is to it.
So yeah, you're still able to retain yourselves the exactly same items as I mentioned earlier since Toad Scramble mode, but there's only 1 or 2 I can't remember what to explain.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get ourselves a freebie item.
Oh, don't you dare. Oh, good.
So just use our Waluigi instead.
So I'm guessing Luigi's gonna take that coin balloon, or in this case, a star balloon I should say,
and meet again with another boss battle to begin with, so...
Sometimes it gets a little bit too repetitive after a while though, even when you're actually just trying to deal with these boss battles just to begin with.
But even though that's all there's to be expected, so... Who's got the coin balloon? Wario gets it,
and I believe... Oh, he did manage to get them both. Okay, I'm not surprised.
Alright, so what kind of teammate we got? Oh, we're going to do the exactly same teammates again.
But this time with for the likes of the different boss battle as far as I'm concerned.
Now we're going to be doing with the Mega Goomba this time, so...
I believe the limited amount of apples you need to get is actually 25 this time. So instead of 50.
Because it's obvious that every single boss battle is going on the halfway point syndrome instead of like the entire round or the entire health bar and stuff like that.
But for instance, that in this minigame, for example, that in the original normal regular version, that just gets just only 50 apples just to carry, but in this version that is basically 25, so it's basically a half amount than the likes of the regular 50, so that's the only noticeable difference.
Alright, so we need to actually just carefully trying to actually dodge this Goombas as much as we can. Waluigi, you're not helping us.
I don't know what the, I believe the, unlike in Toad Scramble mode, that you're still able to retain yourselves a bonus rewards after the end, but rather than getting bonus coins, instead you just get yourself some bonus dust, just like in the old days. So yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Alright, so he did manage to win yet again.
And while you were at it, that the Mega Goomba, I should say, was actually still asleep.
So you don't able to see the slow victory animations or anything like that, so...
At least as far as the stars actually popped up, so...
Anyway, so we're pretty much at the halfway point of Blue Badge map number 1, so even though there's self-explanatory kind of thing about it.
Okay, so I think it's about time to actually use the mushroom out of the way, so we definitely need to catch up
from that little star balloon that we need to obtain.
Even though sometimes, though, much like Toad Scramble mode, sometimes it's really hard to actually get ourselves a higher roll just to begin with.
Because sometimes, though, that other opponents can get really lucky rolls.
Mainly due to Wally, for instance, so even then, that's all there's to really say.
Alright, minigame time. Let's see what new minigames we haven't played yet. This, for instance, Condor D-Force. We haven't seen this little Condor enemy since both games, which consist of Super Mario 3D World and Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Anyways, pick the right button to avoid getting picked.
So, this is how this minigame works.
Basically, we have to deal with this minigame with a 3 amount of rounds. And every time when you press either one of these 2 buttons, the stop button or the resume button, sometimes it's a little bit too more skillful, but other times it's incredibly luck-based. But even then, though, sometimes you're able to get picked easily like this. Because sometimes, though, that these opponents can get really lucky on that minigame. Which, even then, though, I think this is more considerably the most luck-based minigame you're ever going to be encountering. Well, similar to how it does it in Frugal Foe, but except you have to deal with a lot of patterns involved. But even then, though, oh, dear lord. Ah, dang it, Wario. Oh, man, we gotta get, we might as well easily lose on this one. Yeah, why do we choose this minigame? Just for the sake of, like, showing off these minigames just to begin with. Oh, come on, we don't want to get picked so easily. Okay, so... What? Ah, drat, we actually lost. So yeah, if your health ammo is actually going all empty, then you fall off, so... Fudge this minigame. Fudge this. God dang it. Even then though, this entire concept does remind me of almost related to Fruits Cahoots from Mario Party 10, and a lot of times Mario Party 9 Thwomp Stomp as far as the boss battle minigame is concerned. Well, despite the fact that minigame is actually easily the most luck-based in Mario Party 9. But anyway though, so let's go ahead and just hopefully try to get ourselves a, the star balloon. That's not gonna help. But even then though, I don't know how many, I think Wario will easily get this one, so let's get it. Okay, we get ourselves a coin balloon. Okay, so me and, or us anyway, will have to duel with Luigi, and, okay, so we guess that's an easier one. Okay, so... Did we get it? Oh, right. So, give us some coins, Luigi. I know you're a little bit too much of its own literacy, but a lot of times we're busy doing stuffing. Okay, so unfortunately though, Wario is in the lead due to the fact that he got to the 3-star balloon so quickly enough, so we definitely need to catch up. However, there's actually a special card you can actually obtain, which is actually the double card, similar to how it does in the Toad Scramble version, but except the fact that you actually be doing with these double amount of stars you can actually get. Instead of like, although it does like is exactly the same thing, so anyways, time for shooting these piranha plants. I believe we actually got ourselves one more minigame to actually showcase off before we're done with the actual minigames, which I believe is actually called Goomba Guess, which I believe that can wait. Oh, we could potentially try to get them. Oh, Luigi got this last hit. But I'm pretty sure that Luigi's gonna win this. It's a shame too, because even then though, we're doing so well. Can we? Oh, wow. Looks like, Mario and Luigi were tied for first place. Even especially noticeable that we did won by 1 point from Waluigi. That's quite surprising. Anyway, so I don't know exactly how much turns we got left. But even then, that we don't know exactly what turn we're at right now. Oh, turn number 13. Okay, so when it gets to the point until... Oh, drat, that... we could potentially try and get it, hopefully. Come on, let's see if we get a higher roll. That's not a higher roll. But at least we'll just let Waluigi guess this one, I think. Yeah, because obviously he's in 4th place, and as a result, since he got a lot of coins, then obviously he'll get a double amount of stars. So, yeah, sometimes this map can be a little bit too hard to actually win this to begin with, because, oh yeah, if you spend like 60 coins, you actually get yourself 6 stars. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Waluigi's in the lead right now, so hopefully we're not gonna lose this, I don't think. Let's just hope so. Anyways, minigame time. Let's see what minigame we can choose. We're gonna go for Acorn Corbadia. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so we need to keep an eye on 4. Although sometimes that the reason why we're actually doing this just to be out of nowhere. Even then, this is another minigame this is the minigame that you're able. Ah, shoot! Why do we do that? That was a really bad start. But even then, that's only because we're just only doing this for like we're doing a technique with that. Wario, get out of my way! Stupid jerk. Anyway, let's go ahead and just concentrate here. Hopefully we're not going to lose any of these acorns just to begin with. Things shouldn't be able to get in my way at times.
Oh, goodness gracious me. This is getting too nerve-wracking.
Okay, Waluigi lost. So, quite frankly, though.
And let's just wait until we bump into... Okay, Luigi's out, so...
Oh, jeez, Wario got stuck.
Well, almost literally stuck.
Okay, so that's the only opponent we need to worry about right now. But we can simply just walk across to this little Goombrats, and we finished.
Finish!
So yeah, we got ourselves first place.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, piece of cake, I'm telling you.
But anyway, I believe we're now in turn number 14, I think.
So yeah, when it gets to the point until more actually, specifically on turn number 20, that, however though, it gets like, in this case, turn number 18, that what happens was though, it gets like a last few events and stuff like that, just like how it does in the old school Mario parties. So, anyways, let's hopefully we can actually get ourselves some of these stars.
Thank you.
Hopefully we can actually get it.
In addition to, oh, what's Luigi doing? Oh, really? Oh, really, Luigi? Really? Oh, I hate the fact how it does that.
Yeah, something is a little bit too similar to Sonic Shuffle when it comes to the computer AI in this mode. Sometimes these computer points are actually really good. But even then though, sometimes it's a little bit too nerve-wracking at points.
Oh no, Waluigi got himself a double card.
If he managed to got himself the 3 balloon cards, oh, speaking of the devil.
And to make matters worse, we actually in 4th place. That's a bit mean.
But anyways, let's go ahead and deal up with this little Pity Piranha battle.
We probably should have used that items from later on. But unfortunately though, we have to deal with this luck-based event. Even more so to how it does in Toad Scramble mode. Well, back in Toad Scramble mode though, it's perfectly fine. But when it comes to computer AI, in this mode specifically, they just did so goddamn well. But even then though, that's only because they actually gone pretty pro at this point. Although it's not just for the purpose of the settings on hard mode, it's more so due to they actually using the items. God dang it, items, why'd you do this to us?
But anyways, we still win nonetheless, but we're still more concerned worrying about, like, Waluigi's actually winning this.
But let's just hoping if we actually manage to win this. So, even for all the boards in the game.
Well, luckily though, Pinkie Pie, we did manage to actually obtain all the board victories on that Toad Scramble mode in general, so...
Yeah, at least we still got that, at least.
Okay, so we need to definitely get ourselves that goddamn balloon star.
Let's see if Luigi gets a low roll. Even Waluigi gets a lower roll.
Okay, good.
Does this help? Nope.
Oh, damn it.
Yes!
Oh, damn it all. We're off by 1 space away.
And speaking of such...
Yeah, that's what you deserve it, that card minigame. Finally we win that.
After all this time...
And even then though, we actually still got quite a lot of coins.
And we still haven't obtained this rare item, which is the double card.
But even then though, let's just hoping if we actually just try to achieve that.
Oh, we're way far behind right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyways, let's see if we can actually get ourselves a last array scenario.
So, let's see what item we can get. We got ourselves a double star card.
So what this allows you can actually get ourselves a double amount of star balloons in this case. So that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. But the only things we need to worry about is just to not let anyone else get that star balloon away.
And I'm guessing that Wario's going to be using that coin dual glove. So,
and this is going to be hitting a dice block.
And we win by 1. Hooray!
Alright, so this should be enough for these coin amounts, and it's specifically if we want to... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think Luigi might actually get this one.
I hate the fact that how the, what makes it a little bit buggy me about this particular mode itself, is that sometimes these coin balloons are actually in a random place, which is a little bit too annoying. But even then, like it does in any other Mario Party games, that every single star space is going to be on the exactly same spot every time when you grab these star spaces. Excluding Mario Party 10 Amiibo Party, as I mentioned earlier. But a lot of times you will instantly manage to realize that if you think that the star balloons were going to be on the exactly same spots to each other, but instead it's entirely random. But even then, that's the only thing that really bugs me about this mode. I kinda wish this mode would be fixed, until when it gets to the Nintendo Switch version will be on its way. But I digress. Finally, we managed to get ourselves a star balloon. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, phew. That was utterly very close. If you imagine how the stupid things can happen, but even then though, let's go and use our double card, and hopefully we can catch up. Alright, so we got ourselves 10 stars. Wow, 10 stars indeed. Anyway, so the next star balloon is going to be located into here. I'm pretty sure Wario's going to get this for sure. So we actually got ourselves, you know, we only got one more minigame to showcase off, and that was Goomba Guess, as we mentioned earlier, so... let's get a freebie item. So let's see if there's someone else can use that. Yep, definitely Wario's going to be getting now 3-star balloons for sure, so... Even then, it should be pretty flawless, as far as for the most part. Alright, so Wario's going to be going up one space ahead. Alright, so another coin dual balloon. Oh, in this case, I forget what I said. Okay, so we're still able to come across into this timer minigame. And we still win nonetheless. So give us that 3 coins, that's what you deserve. Although despite the fact that we actually did help you through the entire time. But a lot of times you don't even help me that much. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure that both Wario and Waluigi both are in the exactly same position, like 8 stars and 3 coins, but the only exception is Luigi, so, but even then though, because of this though, Luigi actually got himself lesser amounts of coins, so let's go ahead and place our Coinado over to this spot, and hopefully it should be flawless for the most part. Oh yeah, if you manage to land on your, you know, your Coinado onto your own version of your Coinado type of space, you're able to get yourself some coins back. But even then though, speaking of such, we got ourselves a replica. Okay, a little bit weird. And we're going to be able to come across into a coin duel again. Oh, please don't tell it's going to be... For the love of Pete, it's the exactly same duel minigame. Jesus Christ. Anyways, we'll get this. Oh man. Sometimes it can be overstayed a welcome by its own means. So anyway, we got ourselves that. Let's see if we can actually get ourselves... I believe we get ourselves a one more minigame after this last turn. So as we expected, when all 20 of these turns has been over, then obviously you're able to reward it with bonus stars and even, yeah. Unfortunately though, that much like although unlike how it does in Mario Party 10 Amiibo Party, you don't able to deal with the minigame turn by turn instead of like, you know, in order to actually perform some of these minigames. Okay, this is getting ridiculous right now, but playing this minigame quite a amount of times in Balloon Bash this session. But we still managed to win like dozens amount of times. What's up with this minigame? Anyway. Let's see what this minigame involves around this time. It's gonna be exactly the same thing, isn't it? Okay, so at least it doesn't achieve that because Wario doesn't get any coins right now. So, nonetheless though, let's go ahead and just, I don't know what routes we're gonna be going through. Let's say, just for the sake of being, let's go down there. And considerably, yeah, if you land on yourselves your own Coinado, you will get yourselves your own coins back. Oh, you... What? Oh, okay, I did not expect that. But despite the fact that Waluigi doesn't get any coins. But, hey, at least we managed to get 5 coins each between the two, so... However, though, unfortunately, though, much like Mario Party 10, for Amiibo Party in this case, sometimes the themes doesn't change around a bit. The only thing is it makes a little bit change for, all 3 of these maps. It's the layouts rather than themes, so... That's a little bit of an inconsistency right there. But anyway, now we're going to be doing with the last minigame in map number 1, and that was the form of King Boo himself. So let's go ahead and kick the likes out of his butt. Yep, with the likes of his light boxes. Alright, come on Luigi. See if we can actually do this with just only these 2 hat brothers, just like how it does it, well, you remember that one time Luigi that used to beat the likes of King Boo twice since the Luigi's Mansion's adventures? But even then though, the only time that in Mario Kart game that someone else beat the likes of King Boo is actually Peach for the likes of Mario Kart DS. So I don't think they're actually sending out the glowing you know, the yellow light boxes this time around as so much so how it does in the regular Toad Scramble version. But even though, oh god dang it, I think we're actually in a tie right now. I don't know who's gonna get this last attack. I think we're just gonna stay right here. Just in case for the sake of, like, doing this. This will deserve it. There we go. And instantly we managed to win by only 1 point by another teammate. So, eat that, Wario Bros. Well, not really though, because you guys were so cool and all. But even then, we're just doing for the sake of being, like, winning the entire map. Alright, so that concludes map number 1 in Blue Bash mode. So even then, that's how that mode actually works. So anyways, we go to the final results here. So, I believe, unlike how it does it in bonus coins in Toad Scramble mode, you do only have 4 bonuses to deal with. But I think in bonus stars in particular, I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing with 3 bonus stars, unlike in 2 from Mario Party 10. So, Slowpoke star goes to Wario. Good job on him. Alright, so let's just hoping if we doesn't get ourselves the, okay, almost stars. So, alright, let's see who gets this one. Considerably is Waluigi, so yeah, I was just hoping if we don't want to let those Wario Brothers can actually get ourselves the last bonus star. So, Sightseer star, who gets this one? Me! Alright. So since we actually got ourselves, I believe 10 stars in total, so in order to get the Star Rush, and specifically it depends on what turns you'd be selecting, in order to actually get ourselves Star Rush, if you're in 20 turns, you need to collect like 10 bonus stars.
Congratulations!
Or don't you mean 10 stars? So
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Star Rush!
and I believe if you get like Super Star Rush ranking, you must able to get like 15 stars or more. So,
But unfortunately, though, we didn't do that because sometimes, that it's really possible to get these stars, basically. So,
yeah, that's it.
okay, quicker right there. Sorry about that, fellas and ponies, and if you bronies for that matter. It's just that, as you expected, our camera batteries is dying on purpose while I was trying to speaking at the very end of this episode. So anyway, join us next time on Let's Play Mario Party Star Rush for Nintendo 3DS. It's about to be moving on into the next board in Balloon Bash mode, which was map number 2. So see you guys next time. Later, fellas. So now we're going to be moving on into the Girls members.